What's up everybody, it's Tyler here from Wine Riot. This week on the Wine of the Weekend, we are doing Sauvignon Blanc from France. France is the birthplace of Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc is a white grape, became famous in France, and then it spread all over the world. You can find it in Chile, you can find it in Australia, you can find it in New Zealand, super famous in New Zealand. You can find it in California, you can find it in India. This is a grape that's grown literally all over the world. But we're gonna be talking about the original French ones this week. So it's kind of hotly contested as to which exact region Sauvignon Blanc comes from. Folks in the Loire Valley, which is kind of the northwestern part of France, say that we invented Sauvignon Blanc. The folks in Bordeaux, which is a little bit southern, say no, we invented Sauvignon Blanc. Doesn't really matter, but it comes from the western part of France. So the Loire Valley is known as the Garden of France. It's not a most famous region for wine, but they make a lot of it. Typically in the United States, we didn't get a whole lot of Loire Valley wines because the people in Paris, this is what they drink. So if you go to a bistro in Paris and you just sit down and order a glass of white wine, chances are they're gonna pour you a white wine from the Loire Valley. Typically these wines didn't come to the United States because the French just drank them all themselves. But in recent years, they've really seen that there's a market for these outside of France. And so the folks in the Loire Valley started exporting and bringing them to the United States. So the first wine we have for you is the Domaine Fournière Sauvignon Blanc. This is a really easy to drink, not terribly expensive Sauvignon Blanc that comes from the Loire Valley. And so all along the river, you have people from the east side to the west side of the Loire growing this grape and making kind of different styles. And this is a great entry level, just kind of get your feet wet. This is a Sauvignon Blanc you just keep around the house, you come home Tuesday night, your friends come over, you can boss up with a couple bottles of. Really great, easygoing Sauvignon Blanc from the Loire Valley. On the easternmost part of the Loire River, which is actually central France, is a region called Sancerre. And this is part of the Loire Valley, but Sancerre is its own separate region, and it's the most famous place for Sauvignon Blanc. So they grow the grapes in what is charitably called soil. Really, it's just huge chunks of limestone. And millions of years ago, this used to be the ocean floor. So when you look down, you actually see seashells everywhere. This kind of soil and the drainage gives the wines a very distinctive flavor. And the wines of Sancerre have this really mineral flavor to it, which thought of licking a rock and drinking a rock doesn't sound great, but trust me, these wines are really spectacular. So we picked the 90+ seller Sancerre. Main reason is because these wines are typically, $25 to $30 a bottle. 90+ got you back, they're coming in around $22. Helping you out. Now, let's go to Bordeaux. So Bordeaux is in the southwestern part of France. Bordeaux is a very famous region for making red wine. Some of the most expensive red wines in the world come out of here. They also make just a lot of, drinking wine. But Bordeaux is all about the river, and there's this river called the Gironde. The left bank of the Gironde, really famous for red wines. The right bank of Gironde, really famous. But the river actually splits into two, and there's a region in between, and it's called Entre deux mers, which means between two seas. And this is where they grow all of the white wines. In Bordeaux, they tend to blend the Sauvignon Blanc with another white grape called Semillon. So Semillon is this very fragrant, kind of dark-skinned grape, which gives the wines almost like a more yellow hue to them. But you still get all that great Sauvignon Blanc flavor, that crispness, that refreshingness, really awesome wines with a little bit of a twist to them. We chose the Chateau Le Peyral from Bergerac, but really all the wines from this region aren't terribly expensive. They're usually between $9 and $15, and they have very similar flavors. So definitely go check it out. I hope you enjoyed this quick tour of Sauvignon Blanc from France. Awesome summer sipping. As the weather gets a little bit warmer, this is what you're gonna wanna be drinking. So go check out some French Sauvignon Blanc. Cheers.